Hi there, my Taurus friend. It's the Scorpio Stellium here. We're going to take a look at your predictions for the week of October 18th. But as you know, I will not just be doing your predictions. I'm also going to be teaching you tarot along with your reading, pulling the astrology into it as well. And then at the very end, you are going to be doing a pick a card for your general message from the divine. It's going to be your message from the universe, not where I just pull a card and tell you what it is. I'm going to let you choose what your message means and what it is. So here we go. All right, Taurus. See what we got this week for ya. Lots of people involved in this week in your life. Okay. So we have a situation starting out right here with the Hanged Man that requires some sacrifice. And I think it's also saying that there's some inaction right now. There's some stagnation. It's like nothing seems to be really happening. And I think that you've been in this holding pattern for a while, Taurus, that you're waiting for something to change. And that's reiterated by having the Four of Cups next to it. It shows that you're getting a little bored, getting a little frustrated. You're like, when is something going to move? Because you feel dissatisfied with the way that things are going right now, even though you really are doing fine. I mean, there's gratitude in your life. There's things to be grateful for in your life. But the Four of Cups is that card that says, I feel apathetic. I feel lethargic. I feel bored. It's just kind of a ho-hum kind of card. And having these two side by side, you're getting that way because you're like, damn, when are things going to change? In the middle of them, we have the reversed 10 of Pentacles. Now, I feel that for some of you, this is going to have to do with your finances. Something that you've been working towards financially building up for a while. Maybe you're wanting a promotion. Maybe you've been saving money. Maybe you're waiting for a job and it just hasn't come. The other meaning that I feel for some of you with the reversed 10 of Pentacles is that you're waiting for the approval of somebody. You may be waiting for a family situation to correct itself. You may be waiting for somebody to say this is going to be okay, and it just hasn't happened. And you feel like you may be the victim in this situation, quite frankly. Maybe you are, but the Hangman is definitely a feeling of victimhood there. When we move into the middle of the week, we have the King of Swords, the reverse Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. These are all court cards, if you'll notice. So these are all people. This is a whole line of people doing things, and we're going to talk about what those people are doing. Now, I want to emphasize to you that any of these can be you, and any of these can be other people. So I'm going to have you think about how they're applying in your life, what kind of energies they are, and how they may be showing up for you. The King of Swords is somebody that is very logical. They are not going to make any decisions based on emotion. They may be a little authoritarian even. They may be very strict about things. The Queen of Wands, reversed, is typically somebody who's very passionate, but in this case, they're turning their passion into either anger, combativeness, or just a general feeling of a lack of confidence. And then the Queen of Cups is up right here, and she is the nurturer. She's the person that you come to when you really need somebody to love on you and wrap their arms around you. They're not necessarily going to be giving you great advice. They're going to be comforting you. They're going to be nurturing you. It's somebody that is emotionally in touch with how they feel at all times, and they can often empathize with you. Now, I want to go ahead and say that none of these are earth signs. And I said, these can be energies that you're manifesting, and that's still true, but none of them are Taurus-based cards. So we have a lot of air, we have fire, and we have water here. The one thing that we're missing is the earth signs. So we're missing that grounded energy that the earth signs like yourself bring. And we will clarify all these cards, and we'll get some more information out of these people and what they're trying to tell us. But down in the bottom line, we have all reversals. We have the reverse Two of Cups, the reverse Ace of Pentacles, and the reverse Ace of Cups. The reverse Two of Wands is when you have either had canceled plans, or you are just not feeling like you can look forward to the future anymore. You're feeling a little burned out, honestly, this week. With the reverse Ace of Pentacles, it feels like there's an opportunity that was lost. And the reversed Ace of Cups seems like there's some type of open-heartedness in you that has shut down for this week. Let's go ahead and start clarifying all of these cards. I say all, I think I'm actually going to clarify all of them in this reading. I don't always do that, but having the abundance of court cards here, it does call for more information, I think, about what they're conveying to you, what they're going to be doing in your week. So let's first of all clarify the Hanged Man. Okay. The reversed Empress. So here we've got this very wife kind of mother type of energy that is reversed. I feel that this is your energy coming through, saying that you feel pushed out of something. You feel left behind. You feel unwanted, maybe even in your own family or in your own relationship. Reversed 10 of Pentacles. Let's take a look at that. Okay, the Wheel. So this is essentially the Wheel of Fortune. The cards are named a little bit differently in this deck, but the Wheel of Fortune, this is an interesting card to have here, clarifying, because usually the Wheel of Fortune is when things are turning in your favor, and I don't feel like that's what's going on this week. I don't feel like that's how you're feeling it this week, but I think that it is telling you that no matter the fact that everything seems stagnated right now, that there's things going on under the surface that you don't see. Even when we don't feel like there's any progress being made, there's still progress being made. So this situation where you're feeling like, oh, when is something going to change? When is something going to get better? It is working that way. It's just not what you're going to see this week. And then the Four of Cups. This is more of that kind of ho-hum feeling. I'm so bored. I'm so tired of it. I just want something to change and get better at this point. Clarified by the Four of Wands. So this is a reunion card. This is a reconciliation card. So again, I think that there are things happening under the surface that you're not going to see this week, but they are in the works. So that's encouraging you to be a little bit more patient with it and not feel like nothing is going to ever change in the situation that you're dealing with. Let's clarify the King of Swords. This is that kind of authoritarian, all logic individual. Okay, reverse Eight of Cups. Reversed Eight of Cups, if I can get my words out. Reversed Eight of Cups here, clarifying the King of Swords. Unable to walk away from a situation. So the Eight of Cups, why can't I say this card today? Upright is about walking away from something that you have to, even though you don't want to do it. You know that it's for your own good, for your best, right? But having it reversed is telling me that you're not walking away from it, or this individual is not walking away from it. But they're not being emotional about it either. They're being very detached. I think that you may be the person being very detached here and not seeing this from a broader perspective. The Queen of Wands reversed. Okay, clarified by the Two of Pentacles. I think there's a lack of confidence here because you aren't feeling like you're being made priority. You're feeling like you're in competition with other people, or you may be feeling like you are very overwhelmed at how much you have to handle. Either way, all of these feelings probably are applying to you this week. Okay, Queen of Cups. Let's see what she's going to bring for us. I'm going to pull two cards for the Queen of Cups because she is really, I get the feeling with her that she's what's holding this all together in a good way, okay? Because all the other cards seem very challenging, and she's here just offering love, just being nurturing. I love it. Okay, reversed Emperor, Ace of Wands. All right, these are both fire signs. So what we have here, clarifying the Queen, clarifying her emotions, is that we are not able to establish, that's the Emperor, he's associated with Aries, we're not able to establish the order and the law and the rule and exert our control over a situation. So you don't have control over the situation but the Ace of Wands is next to it. So it is telling you there is an opportunity here for you in the future, but you can't control this anymore. This is not something that you can try to micromanage and make work out the way that you want to. It's really encouraging you to just release this to the universe and let things play out how they're going to play out. And that includes being patient. Let's go ahead and clarify the reverse Two of Wands. This is the canceled plans or feeling like we just don't even have the hope for things getting better for the future. The Five of Cups. Yeah. The Five of Cups is that grieving card. It's sadness. So I know that underneath all of this is there's a deep sense of loss that you have. And this is again where you're going to have to think about the fact that we have movement. We have things that are going to be turning around for the better for you. But right now, you are at a point where you don't know that you can go on with it, or that you can keep being emotionally invested in it, or that you can have hope for the future or hope for things to be better, because you're still in this loss state of mind. You're still in this grieving state of mind with the Five of Cups. And you want to give up. And I'm going to tell you, don't give up. Because there are things happening underneath the surface that you can't see. Let's clarify the reverse Ace of Pentacles. This feels like a missed opportunity. You feel like there's a lack of growth. Clarified by the King of Wands. Okay, there's an individual here with the King of Wands. I feel strongly that this is a person coming in that is going to give you another shot or give you a better opportunity. And I don't know that that's going to happen at the end of this week. I think it is very possible that this might take longer, because all of these clarifying cards are telling me that the things that are in the works are going to take longer. It's an intuitive feeling that I have. It's reinforced in the cards, but I do think that there is, and you feel like there's an opportunity that was missed. You feel like you're not able to build up to what you want, but the King of Wands is coming in and saying, yeah, I'm going to give you another shot. I'm going to be here to help you. So watch out for those opportunities coming in. Let's look at the Ace of Cups reversed. Okay, clarified by the Seven of Wands. And I'm actually going to pull two more for this one, since it's the last card. And reverse Four of Swords and reversed World. Okay, there's Seven of Wands, reverse Four of Swords, and reversed World. The reversals in this case feel like delays to me. Seven of Wands is about standing your ground. It's about not giving up. And the reverse Four of Swords are saying it's time to wake up, okay? The Four of Swords, typically, when it's in its upright position, is about respite. It's about taking a break from the fight. Even, it's in between the Three of Swords. I remind people this a lot. It's between the Three of Swords, which is about a heartbreak, and the Five of Swords, which is about a battle. And in the middle is the Four of Swords. It's where you take a little breather because you need it. It's about rest. But it's reversed here. So I think this is telling you that there's something that you've lost that you need to not give up on, because I think there is change coming with it. The World reversed is telling me that this is not done and over with yet. It's got a delay on the completion. It's a delay on the closure or the completion, or I say that because closure and completion feel different. Completion is actually wholeness, and closure is it's letting things go and feeling okay about it. So it can be either of those things for you, but the point here is that it is in the works here, and it's just, this whole spread is just encouraging you to have patience. That something that you want to give up on this is not the time to give up. Okay. Now let's go ahead and look at your card from the Divine, your message from the universe. Remember, this is going to be in a pick a card fashion. So one message will be for you. Not all of them will be for you. All of them may resonate with you, and that's fine if you take something from it, but there is one that is specifically for you. Okay, we have 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and choose your message. If you need to pause it here, you can. The first one is the Four of Staves. This is essentially the Four of Wands. This is reunion. So it's just telling you again, it's going to be time to celebrate very soon. Probably not this week, but very soon. There's going to be some type of reconciliation or reunion. Okay, the second one is the Yamaya, which is the High Priestess in this deck. It is about paying attention to your intuition, not ignoring it. Those gut feelings that you have are correct, and then you're feeling them very strongly. You're getting in touch with your psychic self, with your intuitive self, and those things that are coming up in your still moments are accurate. The last card is the Chief of Waters, which is essentially the King of Cups here. It's telling you to accept your emotions, be in your emotions, but don't let them be controlling you. So you control them. The emotions here are the water, and see the chief has got the bowl and it's overflowing, but he's in control of the flow. Okay, so you are taking charge of your emotional self, and that's what's needed for you this week, is to not get swept up in the ocean of emotion, but to dip your toes in and feel it, but know that you're still in control. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again next week.